Wolverhampton, and in particular this part of the evening, which is about unveiling our Formula 3 car for the brand new season. My name is Ian Oakes. I'm Deputy Vice Chancellor at the university, but also I'm chairman of the racing team, and I've got a number of colleagues with me I'll introduce in a few moments to you.
The thought process was effectively a way of opening up engineering, if you like. I think the problem is it's a bit of a closed shop sometimes, and I don't think it's particularly well articulated in lower levels. I think engineers do an amazing job and do a variety of jobs, and I think probably that doesn't come through earlier on. So really I started here and I was asked to develop some new courses, which I did, and the idea being that we really wanted to put some activities around those new courses, and that's where this all came from really.
So Wolverhampton Racing, we have 3 teams. We have the Formula 3 team, Formula Student, and we have the Morgan Factory Race team. I'm on the Formula 3 team and I am the Vehicle Performance Engineer. So we're looking at data from the ECU, what's logged, and seeing how we can improve the car through throttle traces, if the driver's pushing hard enough, if he's going into corners too deep or not deep enough, and trying to get those tenths of a second to compete against the best. And then I'm also on the Formula Student team where I'm a powertrain leader, and I'm designing the plenum and the air intake track. It's amazing, it's so unique what University of Wolverhampton are providing here, and being able to work on Formula 3 cars like no other university as far as I'm aware are working on those cars and racing them professionally, and we're going up against professional teams as a student team, and we're always up there with the best, and we were runner-up 2 years in a row, and we're looking to win this season.
I've been doing engineering for a good couple of years now, and nobody treats you different. Everyone thinks that there's a stereotype about it, but as long as you crack on and pull your weight, the same as everyone else, you get treated the same, it's fine.
I'm a second year motorsport engineering student at this university. My part on the team, so we have a Formula 3 team, I'm the head student technician at the moment, and we work here at the university, we run the Formula 3 car, so we compete in the F3 Cup Championship amongst other professional teams. So whilst here we do sessions in the workshops, so we've learnt how to mill on the milling machines, we've learnt to use the lathes and turn, and we've used how to use various saws and all of the, we can learn how to weld as well whilst we're here. We're in the competitive championship, the only student team there at all. People always comment about how well we do and how well organised we are. They're always surprised at how well we conduct ourselves, but we work hard for that. We want to look good.
So this is our Formula 3 Cup car for the 2018 season. As Shane mentioned, we've done work on it over the summer to eke out further tenths of seconds, etc. Done a lot of work with the data analysis to see where we gain time, where we lose time, etc. But most importantly, we've added to it the new livery of the University of Wolverhampton, which makes all that difference, I think, Shane, really, in terms of top speed. So can I ask the guys to whip the cloth off, and we'll give it a round of applause, please. I think you'll all agree that that's one impressive looking car. Thank you lads, well done. That's one impressive looking car, and we're hoping it's not only the fastest car, but it's the prettiest looking car.
We've worked hard over the winter to try and find them tenths, them 4 tenths really, where we sort of got it down to in most circuits, where we're weaker. And we've done some extreme changes on ride height. That's massively affects the car aerodynamically, so we think that's the way to go with that. We've played a lot with tyres as well in testing, so it's just gathering that data really to get find them that extra time. With 2 years under the belt now, you can start comparing. The engine's quite complicated. Running the engine and handling the data from the engine is quite complicated, and keeping it actually at its happiest is a full-time job. Students come here, they stay at Telford, they live in Telford, they come here to do the motorsport. They're prepared to commit a lot of time, their personal time. They try and keep jobs at the same time as well. Some at McDonald's, some at Domino's Pizza, keeping the money to live as well. So and studies and do a full-time race team. So there's a lot of pressure on them to do that, and not overloading them, but also really giving a bit of discipline as well, you know, into industry, because you're going to move into motorsport, you're going to be a lot of hours, you know. If you're not behind it, then you're not going to be passionate about it. So I think we've built that over the few seasons, and then we end up. They get behind you. They've seen what other students have done before that. They're passionate about what they're doing, you know, and the passion to win. You know, sometimes that's taken away from courses and things. You know, at the end of the day, motorsport is about getting on the top step and being the fastest person. You know, and the development that goes with that.